thought I was gone, didn't you? Wrong. We're back, and we just got done playing a volleyball game. That's why my hair is a mess, and I'm probably looking like I'm hot and sweaty, but that's because I am. Well, my dad, he makes video tips for school, okay, and they're pretty funny. But I thought, well, what the heck, if he could be funny, I could try to be funny too, so what do you think? Can I be funny? Anyway, there's this TV commercial on these days. It's not really a commercial, it's kind of like a promo ad where it gives anti-drug information, okay? And what they do is they compare an egg to a brain, and they crack it into a hot skillet and say, this is your brain, and this is your brain on drugs. Any question? Now this whole thing isn't supposed to be pro-drug or this or that. I'm just trying to have a little bit of fun here. So let's get to it. One more time. This is your brain. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?
Yeah, how did you get to the mall?
Just one more time. This is your brain. This is your brain on drugs, and this is your brain splattered all over the floor. Okay, for the very last time, this is your brain. And this is your brain on drugs. Any questions?
Hi. You are probably used to having commercials between your videos, but here we put videos between our commercials. This is one that Doug, myself, and a couple girlfriends of mine made one night, and I think you may enjoy it.
One more time. This is your brain. This is your brain after it's had too much to drink. Any questions? You just don't get it, do you? One more time. This is your brain. This is your brain on anabolic steroids. Any questions? Okay, for the last time. This is your brain. This is your brain after you've stuck it down the garbage disposal. Any questions?
Hi, we're back. This is the uncensored version of the video that we don't want the grandparents or parents to see. If you hadn't met me before, I'm Howard Coffin. I'm Doug's roommate, and these are my buddies next to me. So I think you'll probably scan on from there.
Greg.
Well, hello, Doug. I guess you guys mentioned me earlier in the video. Well, you know, these two guys here, I guess you're going to be watching this 5, 10, 25, 50 years from now. So I'll probably be dead by the time you take a look at this. But
anything for free beer, though, you know.
Well, you know, funny you should mention that, too, because these two guys...
What are you drinking there, Greg?
Well, I think this is... this is... I don't think... This is a Bud Light, and maybe they still make it now.
They hire some good people at NCR, boy.
You're not telling me that you drink alcohol, do you?
Well, you know, the thing is, funny, I think these two guys are like the big partiers at the time, because if I remember right, the first time I met Doug was, we were in a bar, and Doug was getting ready to go to a party, and he said, why don't you come along?
And really, I think the first time I met Howard, he was drunk off his ass in a restaurant, talking about some anorexic cow that happened to have its beef on his plate. So somehow there's a common
Good old
connection
days.
there, and I'm sure I'll need a liver.
In other words, we won't make it into upper management of NCR.
Well, that's a good story, Greg. Don't tell any more, otherwise people might start bribing
Okay, well,
us.
let's move on down here to well, you've met Gene before, and over here we have Rick.
Well, I'm gonna come back to me.
Well, let's
come
go
back
back
over
to
here.
Jean.
Okay, I'm Jean.
Narcissist.
You haven't met me. I'm marrying the one behind the camera.
What? What's
You're divorced?
Yeah, that's me.
Yours, though,
Doug,
right?
Doug, that's right. But you know, it's interesting. You talk about where people met, Greg. Do you remember where we met? It
Where did you
seems
guys
that we
meet?
were at a bar and
Well,
you
was
were
it the-
drinking
Was
drunk
it
off
a
your ass.
Double D's?
Yes,
I
it was at
kinda
the Double
remember that,
D's.
yes.
Dr. Doodles?
Yes.
Oh, no way.
Osner and I were there, and we met Howard and Greg there.
That's
so
the first
like,
time Gene ever met me, too, was Double D's, right?
No, you worked with me. I
Okay.
worked with you. Go over
Okay.
to Rick. Now I'm done.
Introduce yourself, Rick.
Oh, hi, I'm Rick. I'm the drunk of the group. And I really owe that to Doug and Howard and Greg. They made me the alcoholic.
No, you're not going to use this for your lawyer.
Well, no. Let's talk about the rotting stomach syndrome that I got because Howard used to make me go to the Double D with him. And
Let's go to graphics here.
Let's go to graphics?
Details. No, let's don't.
talking about
No.
when we met, geez, I think I met Doug like the second or third day. I started at IBM. And so wait a second. NCR, yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
one of those companies.
Different life. This is an interesting individual. I think I got drunk with him about 3 days later. It's a good time. Good old
Thanks,
boy.
Rick.
Thanks,
You
Rick.
know there's a pattern here.
Well, Rick
Howard
paid
there.
for it, see, so we had to get drunk with him.
Yeah, well, good old
Okay.
boy Howard. I don't know. I show up at this bar with like elephants all over the inside.
Where were you?
Where
What was that place?
With the elephants?
Safari.
Safari.
Oh,
Safari.
I don't know. There's Howard still on an expense account because he relocated here, and this good old boy, he takes out his Diners Club and gets me plastered. Says, no, don't worry about it.
I'm still paying that bill off.
You're still paying
monthly,
that
monthly
off.
payments, yeah.
Greg, my roomie, the night I move in with him, we stay up to 4:30 or 5 in the morning eating pizza and drinking, and I don't know. So now you know why I'm in the state I'm in. If this is 20 years later, Greg and I are probably both dead.
And we're probably in
If I'm not dead, I'm still a bachelor. So,
Hey,
and
hey,
if
one
you
of the
are
two.
over 21 and reasonably good looking, I'm very desperate. So,
just meet us at the AA meeting. The
well,
world
either AA or Double D will be there. So,
Yeah, I'm having trouble keeping up with you guys, so I just
Okay.
kind of go
Well,
back and
Well,
forth.
just swing it back and forth. Just swing it back and forth.
See what else we
I
got.
think we ought to do something that symbolizes the way that we celebrate Fridays and Saturdays and weekends, and I think I'll get somewhat support here when we say we should show them how we slam shots.
Tonight?
Tonight.
No, I think
Oh,
Friday
come
or
on.
Saturday
No,
would
you
be the
know,
appropriate
no,
time.
come on.
Well, you missed it. Doug went away, but we just slammed 20 shots.
Yeah. Well, you can see we're about to perform what's one of our normal Friday and Saturday evening activities, but yet since it's this special festive occasion, we decided to make an exception and do this on Thursday
Should we
night.
call this up in thesaurus or? I mean, all these
So-
big
Well,
words?
well, I haven't had enough
Come
to
on,
drink
guys,
yet.
let's just
Well,
do a
let's
shot.
go.
Finish a shot.
Whoops.
Wait a minute.
Whoa, that's my brain. Sorry. Let's
We
get a
don't wanna
real
do
shot
that.
there.
All right,
Uh-oh.
Oh! Here's
Whoa.
the future generation.
Hey, future
of Doug and
generation,
Gene.
I hope you drink as much as we do.
Little Doug and Gene.
Now, let's listen to some tunes on a CD
Oh,
like
okay.
I promised you earlier.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
That was good stuff.
That was good stuff.
That was good stuff.
What?
Good work if you want.
Is this Barry Manilow, Doug?
Oh, I hope so.
Oh,
Greg, I hope so. Hey, isn't this the new kids?
So we're gonna videotape the whole freaking song.
You can do that dance.
Do the dance, Doug.
What? Slick. Slick. Pretend you're slick.
No, forget it. I'm not going to dance. Who the heck is Slick?
I don't know. They sound like your name.